Hello all, so my name is Victoria. I'm one of your lab coordinators along with Casey Wright, and this is a quick video to kind of explain part C of your lab, which is graphing data, finding a trend line, and then also how to correlate, or not how to correlate your data, but specifically the correlation coefficient that tells you how correlated your data is. And this is for Windows 10. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to open up our Excel. And I see here that already I got a bunch of different columns. For this one, to show you how to make a graph, I'm basically going to use column D and column B. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to drag this over my initial data set, and then I'm going to hit Control and drag it over my second column here, because I'm going to be finding the total calories per serving versus serving size. I'm then going to go to Insert, and I'm going to see a bunch of different icons pop up, and I'm going to scan back over to the Charts section, because what I really want is a scatter plot. And I'm going to hit this down arrow, and I see a bunch of different options, but the one that I want is the dots that don't have any intercollecting lines, because as you can see, the intercollecting lines are crazy. So I'm going to hit these dots here, and then I'm actually going to hit Control X, or you can go right click and cut. And I'm going to go to this plus and make a new sheet. And then again, you can either right click and paste, or you can do Control V. And I'm just going to make this much larger so I can see it better. Then I'm going to go to the chart title. Again, I am doing total calories, C, versus my serving size in grams. And then I realize I got nothing else. I need a bit more. I'm missing a trend line. I don't have these axes titles. So I'm going to go to Design, and I see I get a lot more icons, so I'm going to scroll back over to Quick Layout. You can add each element individually, but that takes more time than a nice little quick layout that'll give you everything all at once. And you get 11 different layouts, and of the ones, I really would suggest using this one. And the reason being is that the one with the FX in it is not only going to give you a trend line like Layout 3, but it's also going to tell you and specifically define what that line is. So give you a slope, an intercept, and a correlation coefficient. So I'm going to click on this, and voila, I've got my trend line equation. I'm going to get rid of this legend because it's not really necessary. I'm going to go to axis title, and I can see based on these units, and we can go back to our original sheet, that these units go from like 200 to about 400, while these ones go up to about 1100. So when I look at my chart here, I can see that these go up to about 400, while this one is going up towards 1200. So this axis here is most likely going to be my serving size. Again, don't forget units. And then this axis here is most likely my total calories. C. Ooh, I need to spell that correctly. There we go. And another thing I like to do, this is personal preference, is just click on my Home tab after selecting my equation and just making it a bit larger and easier to see. There we go. And now I can see my slope, my intercept, and also my correlation coefficient. So that is, if you are working on a Windows computer, how you would go about making a graph, including the trend line, as well as defining the equation of the line. I hope this was really helpful. If you have any other further questions, please feel free to ask your TA, and also you can reach out to myself or Casey Wright if you have any other questions. Okay, good luck on your first lab.